Okay, so this is attempt number 2. I don't know what happened with the first one, but I looked over at my computer and we had lost connection. So let's try this again. Let's make sure it's working. So, happy Friday. Welcome to Fast and Fabulous Friday. Happy long weekend here in Canada. Yeehaw. And, well, for me, I'm really happy that it's chilly outside. Really, 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 really happy. Anyway, I'm going to get right to it. Hopefully this is working. It looks like it's working. Okay, I'm going to be showing you some new products, going to be working with some new products, and showing you what you can do with scraps. That's like major here. So, one of these colors is new. Which one? It's this one. So, to do a quick color comparison, and I'll keep going I'll keep moving it like this because my light is so bright on one side and the other two lights, I don't know. So, okay, this is Lemon Lime Twist. It's got a lot of yellow in it. This is Grainy Apple Green, and that's one of the new colors, and loving it. And this is Old Olive, and you can see it's a much darker, richer looking color. So let's turn it this way so you can see the difference as well. Okay, so because we're working with this, I've green, oh, I cannot remember that. Grainy Apple Green, one of my favorite new colors. I've already cut the base, and you're probably getting familiar with it because I'm really liking these tall stand-up cards. So it's 4¼ inches by 11, scored at 5 1/2. Okay, here is a new set of dies. They are called Stitched Label Framelit dies. So you remember we have the stitch labels, which gives you the circles, the squares, and the ovals. This is in addition to. So it's got some really cool stitching. And again, I hope you can see this. I have been wanting something like this. Other than, you know, I love my punches, but I love the fact that this fits sentiments beautifully. And to show you, why don't I bring in the stamp set that it coordinates with, which is stitched all around. So, now these are the actual size. Let's find out. I can't remember. Yeah, they are. Okay, so this will be a good example of what you can do with this. Okay, so right here, I can take this one, and what I really like about this is it cuts, definitely, you can see where the holes are, but flip it over and there'll be a lot of embossing on here too, so not everything cuts all the way through, which is really cool. So enjoy your special day. That fits perfectly, and so does Oh Darling, You're Fabulous. You are fabulous. You take this smaller one, which is just about 1.5 inches, and it goes perfectly on Friend and Darling. Lovely. We have Best Wishes, which should fit, oh, wrong one. No, wait. Oh, Lovely fits in there. That means Best Wishes fits in here, which is going to be so pretty because it's got that same end, and it's also got stitching on it and around. So that's going to be so pretty. Cute little heart and some circles with some stitching and cutouts. And then a smaller one, new size, which is got the stitching. Already said the heart, and this one as well. And then these two are cool. These are cool because you have this dotted edge, so it's like a stitched edge. And then this one, they're little X's, and it's going to make a cute stitched line. So it doesn't cut, it's just going to make an imprint, which is cool. Very, very cool. With this set, other than like the stamps we just looked at, and I'm going to be using this one and this one today, you have You Are My Sunshine, My Only Sunshine, Best Wishes. You have this nice floral line, these cute little X's, which obviously look like little stitching, which is just pretty darn cute. So you get 10 stamps in there. So I haven't tried all of them yet. Not yet. Oh, here's the other one I wanted to show you because this is cool. This large piece and just makes embossing, not just that kind of makes it look you know, like it isn't something really cool, but it is. And you are going to get, I'm trying to not move too fast, because apparently when you move too fast on the camera you get blurry stuff, but it gives this great embossed image. And I did use it this morning when I was this morning when I was prepping the cards. So just going to slide that to the side. That's not what it comes on. That I just wanted to show you that off of the plastic. So if you remember, in my last video I had a bunch of white strips because I use those for sentiments. Well, here's another thing. What? Oh, not again. There you go. What do you do with all these strips? Do you toss them out? I hope not, because this is perfectly, except I bent that one. It's perfectly good paper. Perfectly good. And like, don't get rid of your shiny stuff, sparkly stuff. This is a new color as well, Mary Merlot, which is not like rich raspberry. Let me show you. It looked like it at first, but not when you put it up against it. So it is a really rich color that is going to look fabulous with a lot of things, including Granny Apple Green. So what I wanted, oh, let me just show you. So this is where I keep my scraps. What I wanted to show you is how I took this piece, and you don't have to do the whole image, you could do some of it, but what I wanted, because our card is going to be using strips of paper, and I hope you can see that pattern. If I bend it a bit. I don't know. I cannot tell by the video. So let me just set that there, because that will be something I can show you. Anyway, it made these cool, this cool design. So I went across a piece of paper, not this one, but I went, well, not in this. I put it like here, and then I turned it and put it here, and then I did it again, and I'll show you exactly why in just a moment. So again, what do you do with all those skinny scraps? I'm going to show you. Okay, as soon as I find the card on my desk. I've already started this because I figured, who wants to watch me gluing? Because that is like about as exciting as watching the grass grow. So this is what you do with those skinny pieces. Now, right now, this doesn't look like anything. And I learned this quite a while ago from my upline, Jamila. And I never forgot it, because it's like, there's no time that I'm going to be wasting paper, because you paid for it. Why would you waste it? Right? And if you can see the, not again, Granny Apple Green has this embossing on here. And if not, I'm going to be, if you can't see that, I'm going to take photographs and put that on my Facebook page. So anyway, let's get to gluing. Now for this, I do recommend the Tombow. Okay, so I had pre-decided where these were going, predetermined, I guess. And there's a second reason why I did a bunch of the gluing, and that would be because I got all excited this morning. I made another one, like the one that I'm going to show you next, and I didn't wait long enough before it had glued, and it didn't cut very well. So I ended up cutting it until like I had to wait for it to dry. Duh. Anyway, this is the paper from the Love What You Do suite. And again, I'm not wasting paper. Little ends, that's it. So let's get gluing. And did I clog this earlier? No, I did not. No, there we go. So when you do a technique like this, start at one corner. Now this happened to be a corner piece, so it fit perfectly. Otherwise, I would just have it hang over the edge. And then you just glue and bring that right up against the edge. Glue, 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 all the way down. But I only glue one at a time. I don't glue the whole piece of paper and then start adding. So all I'm doing is putting this right up against the edge of the Granny Apple Green. Got it. So I want this side, so I'm going to glue this side. It may look like it's, oh my gosh, all that gluing and all that cutting. These strips were already cut, except these guys, of course, because I was playing with the colors this morning. Oh, the other thing is you want to make sure you get, you know what? I meant to glue this, and this is how I ended up getting my cutter glued. So pardon me while I wipe that glue off. Yeah, put the glue on your paper, your base, and I'm just using Whisper White for this, just put it on your base first. Then, because I think what happened with me, and there, see I'm stuck, is I had it over the edges on some of them. And I got on my cutter and I had to then sharpen it with tin foil. It's not rocket science, but with tin foil. So now, before I start cutting, and yes, I have to bring in my big cutter for this, I will show you what I did with, bring that die back, with this die. So I've already stamped from the stitched all around. Enjoy your special day, which I think is nice. Lots of birthdays, right? I've already put the dimensionals on the back. And what I decided to, because it looked a little flat, is I just took the edges and curled them up. Just a little bit. Just kind of bent them, not curled them so much. So that's going to go right on top. And like I said before, it's going on the base of Granny Apple Green. So hopefully I've waited long enough. And we'll see. And I do apologize because I have to bring in my big cutter because my smaller cutter, well, I've had it for eons, and it's not from Stampin' Up. Do this slowly so it doesn't make the camera go weird. Oh, I need this. And it's not sharp, and it doesn't cut straight. And I got tired of buying blade after blade after blade in it. And I will be investing in one of the Stampin' Up ones for sure. Because I can't carry this places. It's too much. Okay, so obviously I turned my paper upside down, cutting from this direction, and trying to line everything up. So, did I freak anybody out about by putting my hand in there? I hope not. Okay, so much better edge than I got this morning on my other one. So yes, glue your paper, not the strips of paper. Glue your base or your layer, not the strips of paper, and you will have less problem cutting. It really wasn't a big deal. All I did was just chop off some more. It made what I was doing a little bit smaller. Oh, let's line that up. Hopefully, I don't like that edge. It's not working for me. Till I'm looking for the exact spot, and I'm just slow because I have this very bright light in my eyes, which is for your benefit, not for me. Okay. If you have to cut twice like that, it's no big deal. Just cut it again. What I want to do, though, is make sure that I'm still square. So now I can flip it over because just taking little strips off. I'm still not quite on the edge. I do want to see that I've left this square. Sometimes when you cut and you can't really see what you're doing, it's not exactly square. Nope, I want to turn it this way. I'm going to cut a little bit more. And I believe I started with, let me think. I will measure it. There, perfect. So let's get this big, noisy. There we go. And get the scraps out of here too. So that wasn't so bad. I'm just extra careful, that's all. So let me just double check to see what I used. You can use whatever size you wish. So I don't know that this is going to be on or not. So 4.5 by 3 3/4. I knew that. Okay, now these flowers should go this direction. And what I want to do is pop it up on dimensionals. So finish the sheet that I was working on. So another empty sheet of dimensionals as promised. You watched my Tuesdays at 10 on Tuesday. It's like I'm kind of like, I forbid myself to open up a new package because I have lots open from classes. Ooh, and speaking of classes, if you haven't, oh my goodness, look at that. If you haven't heard, I'm having a card making workshop on June the 7th. That should be a Thursday, 6:30 to 8:30. We're going to make 4 fabulous, always have to say fabulous cards. And I always do a draw of some sort because that's fun. If you've been to my class, the class is free with a $35 order, or it's $20 if you just want to pay the class fee. And if you've come to one of my classes before and you bring a friend with you, you both will get 2 ballots for the door prize. So yay. Okay, next question. In the center? Yeah, but anyway, doesn't that look cool? Like, there's no 2 that are going to be exactly alike. Well, okay. I like to think there's no 2. I love that. I just think that is a fun card, and it wasn't difficult. And just to show you how not difficult it was, here's the other one I made this morning. So on this one, I used the Granny Apple Green base. This one, I used a base of white, Whisper White. And that's because I had brought in some other of the same Share What You Love paper, and I didn't like it on the green. So, but I also went ahead with the die cut and stamped the "Oh darling, you're fabulous." And because this strip that I used in the center was wider, I had to bring in that beautiful rich razzleberry velvet ribbon, because you know I love it. Love it. Here we go. Now tell me that wasn't fast. I did have, oh, before I put that on, I just want to show you something. I was like, okay, well, I did it and I embossed it, but then I didn't like it with the black strips on either of them. So I went, no. So I did it again, stamped it. Didn't quite not like it enough, apparently. I used the Whisper White Craft, I believe it is. No, still didn't like it, but I did like the embossing. I think I used pewter because I couldn't find my silver. So I wanted silver because of this, and that's why this one won. And not only that, it's another pop of color, and we love our pops of color, right? Of course we do. So there we go. I'm just straightening it. There, and press that on. Fast and Fabulous Friday. Was that everything I wanted to show you? I showed you the color comparison. Yes, that's it. So I want to wish everyone a really happy long weekend and a safe long weekend, please. And I will see you Tuesday at 10. I think I said Tuesday at 2 before. Tuesday at 10 a.m. for another video. So share away if you wish. Share away. Thank you so much for watching.